An ordinary person having extraordinary power to build a nation can be none other than a teacher. Good morning and regards. Well, it's a very difficult job to summarize my views and ideas about preparation of communication material on this platform of Central Board of Secondary Education in a stipulated time span. My chosen theme here is number 4, that is curriculum and pedagogy in schools. Learning should be holistic, integrated, enjoyable, and engaging. Education today must make a person with social responsibility, and the main purpose of education is to make a man a better person with love for oneself, others, and for the nation at large. A child is not a vase to be filled, but a fire to be lit. Education aims at building a society of love, justice, equality, and peace. As per the source of 48th annual PDK poll of the public attitude towards public school, in the form of a pie chart, as we can see on the screen, is prepare students academically 45%, prepare students to be good citizens 26%, prepare students for work 25%, and 4% not sure. I have tried to reciprocate and quantify my otherwise ocean-wide content into 5 important elements of Earth, which is water 72%, landmass 12%, air 6%, space 6%, and fire 4% respectively. Now, the holistic education, that is water, which is 72% and which is so important. Without water, life can't exist. Similarly, without a holistic approach, education will collapse. The 3 innovative class experiments I would like to mention and even presented as my research paper in the second All India Network of English Teachers, which is Buddy Help, Library Monitor, and Dictation Clues. The Buddy Help generates interest in children to perform and build the self-confidence. The peer learning proves at most beneficial. In order to inculcate reading habit in children, a library monitor is appointed in class who distributes books for children according to their roll number, and various activities are conducted during the Readers Club activities. This ensures that every child reads, whereas dictation clues gives rise to the development of their critical thinking. For example, if I want my children to write the spelling of encountered, I tell them to think of a synonym of the word met. For social, emotional, spiritual, and academic development, various group discussions are held in the class. For example, conduct a group discussion on terrorism and voice your views on solving them to some extent. Now, Earth 12%, that is integrated education. United we stand, divided we fall. Bringing together children on similar platform in order to perform confidently. The pedagogy is such that the education of the regular children are combined with the education of the special education class in my school. Ample opportunity is provided for students to interact with each other so that their values and cultures are exchanged. Topic of their interest, like which festival you celebrate with your family. What are the family values you learn from it? For teaching poems, I take my children to the garden sometimes because they are motivated, excited to learn, and also the ambience is very important to bring out the essence of certain poems. The curriculum should be flexible, giving more time for the child to learn and grow in a playway method. Now, air, that is 6%. Education should be enjoyable and engaging. No life is possible without air, even though it can't be seen, only felt. The pedagogy gives children ample scope for questioning. For example, putting them in place of Robinson Crusoe in the lesson when he was thrown on the island. This develops their ability to relate situations to their life. The lesson is made interesting by relating it to their real life situations, especially when they become lessons like becoming great. No child is laid blind. It surprises me that a child who is weak in academics approaches me with several other correct answers very confidently and smartly. For example, number of children who are absent and present is quick response from them. The teaching is made enjoyable as they are made to learn phrases which in the form of two groups. An example that if I want them to learn the phrase, first half of the phrase, that is, it's no use crying over the spilled milk. So what I do is picture two groups. One group prepares the drawing of the picture and the other group writes the second half of the phrase, and they make pair and they come together with a complete proverb. There are other activities too which children love, but all can't be mentioned here. Space, which is the 6%, that is the opportunity. Opportunity is present everywhere in space. We need to grab it and put it to the maximum use. Fill the gap in education and let's make it more concrete. Action research on the part of teachers goes a long way in solving a variety of problems for children. The curriculum and pedagogy should be flexible enough so as to depend, rely, and trust a teacher's judgment. And also keep curriculum at a minimum so that children are able to learn better. Today, the students are technologically advanced. Hence, the use of PowerPoint has retained a healthy and positive approach in their growing needs. The topics containing poetry, drama, fiction, stories, grammar, vocabulary, phonetic, etc. can be artistically presented as explained through audio, visual and graphical effects of the PowerPoint media. During this pandemic situation, the students are also confident enough preparing study material for Standard 10, State Board and broadcast the same on various radio channels. Globalization. Globalization of trades and services has raised aspirations for a world-class education. This has made India an important student market for foreign universities. Globalized Indian economy also offers research opportunities to Indian institutes and organizations. Education opportunities are those opportunities enabling individuals to acquire knowledge and cultivate certain capacities. And lastly, we come to the fire, that is a threat to education, that is 6%. And there is a threat to our national education. It is not free of shortcoming. They are lack of funding, poor planning of curriculum, classroom size, poverty, bullying students, and the students' attitude and their behavior. Now, in the end, I'd like to conclude that we may not have all the ready-made answers. So, we must move ahead and try new things with a positive attitude to see India flourish. Thank you. Thank you so much.